Hello everybody. So this is going to be a YouTube only thing today. Well, guess you guys will figure that out. So I mentioned it a bit on stream, but there's actually a draft league going on for just kind of a for fun tournament in Temtem. And this is going to be the first match that I'm participating in regarding that. So I just wanted to take a bit of extra time before this match here and kind of explain how it's going. So I've got two extremely large, hopefully big enough pictures that you guys can see here. So the way a draft league is working in Temtem is we gave each Temtem a point value. And then we gave everyone an order in which they're able to pick Tems in. So it's kind of like a snake draft. If anyone's done like a fantasy football league, it's like that. Where it's like it goes down the lists. So the first person gets to pick, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then the fifth gets to pick again, and then fourth, third, second, first, and repeat until everyone gets all their Tems. So the rules kind of in place as far as the draft goes are that we are only able to spend 6 points per round, and we are only able to have a total of 11 Tems. But on your round, you can pick as many Tems as you want as long as you don't break either of those rules. So if you wanted to pick 5 of the 1-cost Tems, you could. If you wanted to pick 2 3-costs, you could, 3 2-costs, and so on. There's kind of any amount of combinations you can do. That's kind of the whole strategy with it. You can choose to go for Platimus, the best Tem in the game, but then you can't choose anything other than a 0. Or you could go for some kind of mid-tiers of getting 2 of the best 3-costs, and then you can form your teams around it. We're doing this in multiple groups of people. I am playing with Aches, Kip, Agglom, and Arctech, and you can see our end draft results over there on the right. So, my team, my options to choose are Broccolum, Grumper, Tuvine, Piranian, Psypat, Mastion, Volfi, Tental, Auhi, Rolder, and Platimus. And today I'm up against Agglom. And you can see his Tems there. So, I'm gonna just hide those now so you can see the screen. So the whole strategy is to kind of counter your opponents. Like, let me see. So I know that that Agglom has stuff like Inky, so I gotta at least bring one of my Earths. But I've actually got 2 of them, where I've got, just move this to the side to kind of see the team. I've got both Grumper and Volfi. So I have some Sludge Gifts to work with. And then instead of needing to reach certain speed break points for stuff like Amphitheater and Oshiara, Agglom doesn't have either of those. The fastest thing on his team would be a max speed Chimerian. So I can play around with that stuff. It's like the Nesla breakpoint's still relevant because he has a Nesla. But the Inky and Owlhy breakpoint is also important, and that's probably the one I wanted to outspeed. So I forget, because I did this all at once like a little while ago. But I'll hide it again. Click on some of my spreads. I think for the... Yeah, so I hit 198 here because max speed, or because with priority this will outspeed max speed Inky, which is kind of my goal with the Sludge Gift. So I'm able to save a few speed TVs here. And I mean, the whole team's kind of like that. But he is heat ready and gonna send me a match. So getting into the first one. Good luck, have fun. Gotta remember to pick the right team. We did share locked team codes. You're able to have different teams when you're facing each of the individual players. But you cannot, it's a best of 3 when you're actually in the match. So he won't be able to change his team, so I'm going to be seeing these same Tems. I knew ahead of time that Nesla is going to be the biggest problem because it completely walls Grumper. It hurts my water options. It also completely walls Mastion. It pretty much hits everything on my team, especially if he bans Tuvine. So I want to get rid of the Nesla. And yep, there he bans Tuvine, probably realizing that Ness is going to be a great asset for him. Not giving him that. Something minor I do want to mention. My Saipat, which normally always brings Schweenshorn, doesn't have Schweenshorn because I'm assuming he'll bring Babawa in and want to deal with it. He'll want to bring Babawa as a counter to Saipat, but I'm not going to let him because I have Toxic move. Um, he brings Venks first. Normally, I'm a huge fan of Special Aohi, but I actually have Physical on this one because I knew that he's got two things I'm going to need melee damage or mental damage for. The only other mental I picked up in the draft was Tentel. Kind of an oversight on my part, but it makes it a bit tough for some other matchups. And then for the other one, the other pick here, I think we're gonna go with Saipat. See if he picks the Babawa. Because then I'll just split damage and it's fine. Yeah. See, this is the plan. This is how you gotta play around your opponent with this sort of draft system. Now I didn't think much about a second ban. I'm looking at it. I think Nidrasil is gonna be what I ban. I don't like Nid. It does counter a lot of my team. I also don't like Chim, but I do have double fire, which was kind of the plan to bring two fire types so I can at least threaten the Chim. Also double water and multiple earth types to deal with Hoglip. Alhi is also an issue. I have no idea what any of these spreads are that he's running. He could run something completely unexpected. I'm gonna bring the Bastion. So that should threaten out his Hoglip a little bit more, since I'll at least have double water, potentially triple. And then I'm going to bring Broccolum, now that that's a little bit more freed up. I should mention, I did pick a lot of Tems I feel safer with in this draft. I could have tried to explore, but like any Tem I pick wouldn't really be unique, because I make so many teams. I try a whole bunch of goofy stuff that nothing's like would be a surprise for me to pick up, except maybe a really weird type of Koish. Like if I picked Digichromion or Water Koish, I think I might have gotten a few question marks. He does still pick the Hoglip, and he actually leaves the Chimerian out, which is a-okay for me. Now I'm going to bring Platamus because my Platamus is max speed, which will outspeed max speed Hoglip and max speed Owlhe, both very important breakpoints. It'll also be a backup option if I need some more damage on the Babawa. See, his Babawa has Schweenshorn, but my Owlhe is actually bulkier. I should be able to take a Schweenshorn Toxic Slime from his Babawa. He didn't bring his Crystal, so he has nothing to resist my Matter Teleport here. And then we'll bring in the big Nox Bomb. Let's go! I could try and double into the Babawa, but I'm assuming it's a Mucus Babawa, and I don't think there's any world in which it kills. With a double in. Yeah, that does half though. So one more will kill. Very important. That also does half. So that's crazy good. If he doubles in here, I will die. He very well could, but he doesn't. He gets greedy, which is huge, very much in my favor. He won't make this mistake a second time though, so I may have won the first match, but no guarantees on the second. And it's not over yet, by far. He could have a lot of speed in his Babawa and outspeed me with an Ice Cubes. Potential's there. He doesn't have a water synergy, so he can't get synergy Water Cutting Lily. So Saipat's not in danger. So I think this is actually a warm gift out here. So if he does swap, it'll also punish him that way. Yeah, see, punish. He's just sending in his Valiar to eat the hit. does double swap. I don't get the burn on the Babwa, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That doesn't do much damage at all. Seems like he has a very bulky Owlhe. Or Owlhe. I'm not sure how bulky though. We'll just have to see if it's faster than my Owlhe. I would like to keep Psypad alive for Hoglip, and I don't want to take any damage on Platamus. I could get like a Fiery Soul off with Owlhe. I didn't bring Rolder, which is my only neutral synergy for Quetzal. I wasn't expecting both these Tems to be so bulky. I'm gonna swap in Brock and Mastion. We'll just see how it goes. He'll probably put the Mastion slot to sleep, and then throw like a Turbine into the Owlhe, just be the Broccolum slot, which isn't great. Because, yeah, there's the Turbine. So I do get Camouflage, which is nice. I have more health on this Broccolum than I commonly have run in the past. He does not put the Mastion to sleep though, which is good for me. Inhibitor. So that's actually good for him. Wasn't expecting that. So Solidifier is now... Oh, I'm Pyro. I'm Pyro. So I don't get the boost on my fire moves, which is sad. I made 4 very similar teams, and I'm gonna forget like little things here and there, like, oh, what did I do with this one? Oh, what about that one? Right now, the biggest problem for me is gonna be this Owlhe. Because it can... It can kill Platamus. And Platamus is super useful to me. Valiar, I'm not afraid of doing too much damage. It's just not that strong of a Tem. I don't have too much crazy damage on my Broccolum. Ooh, handcuffs and... Or handcuffs ultrasound. That's fun. He's got Nox Bomb on the Owlhe. I still don't think that'll do too much. Yeah. Pretty chonky on both of these. I'll trap you back. That didn't do much damage at all. He's very bulky on that Owlhe. So the speed on my Broccolum isn't quite enough to outspeed a max speed Owlhe, but I don't think this one's max speed. Even if it is, we'll get a good idea of it here. I'll throw a Meteorite at the Valiar, just in case I can kill the Owlhe. It doesn't Turbine, and yeah, it's kind of hoping for a lot there, but you never know. Okay, I do knock out the Owlhe, so does Valiar put Mastion to sleep? It puts Broccolum to sleep. That's very good for me. I do OX here on Mastion, but that's fine. These were 2 of the bigger problems for me. Things that were harder to deal with. Oh, that's so good. Valiar is also in range now to die to a Fiery Soul from Owlhe, if I need to do that. Probably also an Ice Cubes from Psypad as well. He shouldn't have any ways to raise speed. He will get the hold off of Ninja on his Venks though. Gonna leave Mastion in to die here. It did its job. Thank you, Mastion. You will be remembered. Stare Savage onto Broccolum, or he'll probably just kill Mastion this turn and then Savage next turn. Would be my guess. Ooh, Okay, I guess maybe he'll ninja next turn. I don't think I'll die still, even after the stare. Broccolum, my Broccolum is very bulky. I'm gonna bring in Platimus now. Could be a good time for it. I'll throw in an Inner Spirit at the Venk slot. That should kill whatever would come in. For anyone who saw that I have Toxic Slime on my Platimus, I only have one electric on this team, and it's Grumper. I only picked one in my whole draft. Oops. can't draft perfectly. I wanted to pick up Volgon, but somebody else picked it up. I think it was Kip. So that wasn't an option. So I was like, I could have low prio, but I figured I wanted something faster, just to potentially deal with something that wasn't low prio, because I want to mainly use the move against Baboa, but Baboa would very likely be able to outspeed me had I had Rotten Goo, because I'd be half speed. So I wanted Toxic Slime, just in case I need to outspeed it. He probably knows I'm pretty squishy after that. I'll just throw a Soul Shout at him, and then we'll give up that I'm faster than his Hoglip. That's fine. He has no Digis on his team, so it makes sense it's got to go fast instead of fast charge. I have seen some fast charge shenanigans with Hoglips before, though. Hoping he finishes off one of my two Tems here, so I can just send in something else to finish off his Baboa. Oh, he's going to try and play a bit of a longer game. That's okay. Maybe he was just gambling on being faster than me with Hoglip, but I wasn't going to let him. Alright, GG's game 1. I'm not going to edit it on the side, pretend the win ratio says 1-0. You're going to get right in the second match, too. Why am I outside now? Does it really kick you outside? Or did I walk outside without even paying attention? Sounds like something I would do. Alright, so surprise factor, poof, gone, disappeared. No more. Still bans the 2-Vine though, still banning his Nestla. Nestla's a big problem for me, as I mentioned earlier. He still has blue side, so he has advantage in draft. He's still gonna pick the Venks. I still like Aohi as a first pick here. It hits almost everything on his team. He doesn't have a whole lot of counters. To me, just picking Psypad again. Best thing he could do would be to go Valiar and then to stare into a head ram. I'll figure out counterplay to that next time. Okay, we're just gonna stare each other down, do the same lead. That's fine by me. Even if he doubles into the Aohi, I didn't even use it in the end game there. Just taking both these down to half would be huge. Bigger problem would be is if he challenges me and swaps out the Venks, keeps his Baboa in. That would be bad. So I'll probably actually swap out my Aohi, just because it would be kind of nice. Especially if he bans Mastion here. We'll get rid of the Nidrasil again. Still a bigger issue. This pick ban looks very familiar. It's literally the exact same. So he just wants a direct rematch, I suppose. We'll pick We'll leave out Mastion for now, but it put in a lot of work last match. I'm probably gonna grab it again, especially with triple water. Yeah. Plus, who needs to see more Volfies? We see plenty of those on ladder, right? I know I sure do. I even used one. Stupid thing's OP. So the reason I picked up Platimus and Volfi mainly was so that other players couldn't get them, but they are super flexible, and I picked them up really late in the draft. We had some really creative players in my group, so I appreciate that. And now I feel bad for almost being the most meta one here. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to swap... He knows my... Well, he doesn't know my side path's faster than his Hoglet. You know, we'll just do it again. Who cares? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. Even if he kills Aohi, it's just like effectively an even trade. Because I'm doing 50% to 2 of his Tems for him to do 100% to 1 of mine. Okay, so he's going to go for the side path this time. I live the Wookle, but I don't live a second hit here. This is a relatively good time to bring in Mastion. Mastion has really solid... Okay, that's not that solid, but decent base defense compared to my Platimus, which is super squishy. Yeah, we'll have some fun with it. We'll bring in the Platimus like I want to. He can't one-shot my Platimus. Let's throw a Matter Teleport, and then we'll do the Toxic Slime. Yeah. With Platimus's awful attack stat, I probably won't even be able to kill, but we can give it a good try. You know, swap the Venks. It's 18% on it with Worm Gift, which is pretty good. Alright, I will kill the Babua, but I should have doubled it so that I didn't have to take any damage on my Aohi, so that's unfortunate. Well, but he goes for the Platimus, so he's leaving my Aohi alive. How generous. Now Platimus gets a guaranteed Aquatic Whirlwind off, I guess. That's why, because no matter what, I get one hit off with it. Aohi's Fake Beard is gone now, and he'll probably use Ultrasound here. Give me a big fat OX. And that's what he wants. So I kind of want to keep Platimus around for Hoglip, just so I don't have to keep Mastion. It's not a necessity. I also want to swap Aohi out here. I don't think he's going to attack Platimus. I think he's just going to Ultrasound. $34 plus 17 is 51, so I will not OX if I use Aquatic here. Yeah. I'm not sure I can live a hit from Hoglip 100%. He's gonna send in Alfie anyways. We're gonna try and get rid of Valia right now. Use Toxic Slime so I don't OX, just in case they ignore me. Just in case. I don't want a Toxin Shower. Like I could, but I don't want to hit Broccolum. It's not worth it. Toxic Tip with Toxic Slime's fine anyways. It's a bulky Valier. Telekinetic. Actually pushing off my exhaust is very much appreciated. Oh, no, I forgot about the inhibitor. Oh, but I live the double in. Now I can swap out Platimus and Aquatic Whirlwinds back up, and all I have to do is bring it back in against Hoglip after Valiar dies. So I'll just throw a Plague at Valiar. He should have to Turbine here, unless it's a max speed Valiar. And we're going to swap out Platimus. Maybe he'll have Turbo on the ulti. It does learn the move, but you almost never see it. He now can't swap in the face of my Auhi either, which helps. I do lose my Fake Beard, but that's okay. I can still use 2 Matter Teleports without losing anything. I think my Broccolum's gonna OX by 1 here though, which sucks. It does. That's painful. That's very painful. I don't know how fast his Alhi is. I'm just gonna Fiery Solar for some chip damage. I know I can live a Plasma Beam. I'm a bulkier Alhi. Does he have Turbo? Not sure. I could have used Matter Teleport there. Very well could have. Use Plague just so it forces him to use Turbine or get hit. I'll use Matter Teleport just in case he disrespects me again, but not attacking. I'm sure it wasn't really disrespect. It was he's trying to get stamina because if he's gonna win, it's gonna be his ulti in the late game. Yeah. So he's just preparing for that. But Aquatic Whirlwind is up. Hoglip never lives. And a Pyro, Fire Chip, Lava Wave onto Owlhe is going to hurt it badly. I missed a chat he sent earlier. He was surprised I stayed in on Auhi when I'm guessing that was the turn when it was staring down Babala. And that was the turn where he was expecting me to play different. He challenges one more time, but I wasn't going to give him the speed advantage with Platimus v Auhi matchup. His Auhi is faster than my Mastion though. I think it is base though. That's just under half of its remaining HP, or just over. It was at 74 point something. I just don't remember. I do have Water Blade for some extra pryos, so a Nox Bomb plus Turbine will never. You can't Nox Bomb. Or, yeah, it doesn't do half anyways though. Oh, it does live on 1 health. Ah. GG, Agglom. Good games. It was a bit unfortunate for him because I had just slight speed advantage with all of my Tems compared to his. Platimus outspeeds Alhi by like 3 points, and I'm not sure if I could just caught him off guard with the no Schweinshorn side pad, or if he just thought he could win the challenge. I think I just had the matchup advantage there, so it was kind of tough for him. But it was fun games nonetheless. GG's. I'll probably record the other ones when I get around to them and post those as well. Not sure when they're going to be. Not going to have the big intro thing at the start next time either. But hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.